What's going on, guys? Everyday Gunpla here. We're back with another review. Today we are reviewing the Changwei J-20 Model Kit. Now I put this model kit on the back burner for a little while because I wanted to get some other stuff out of the way, but I'm really anticipating building this kit because it looks absolutely stunning on the box. And the giant sword, which it just sold me. But straight out of the box, we have this box is actually the cover art on this thing is insane. But straight out of the box, we have the beautiful book. We'll talk about that in a second. We've got 18 runners. We've got an alloy frame, which if you guys aren't familiar with alloy frames, it replaces about 3 to 8 extra runners by freeing up all that extra space. That's why a lot of these really big, tall alloy kits don't have that many runners, because the frame's already built. So then, you know, that's less parts, and sometimes it cuts down on cost, sometimes it increases it. It depends on the company. I've had really cheap alloy parts or really cheap alloy model kits, and I've had really expensive alloy frame model kits. You got the awesome water slides here. We'll talk about that in the cons. But anyways, let's get into this book. Cover art, amazing, color coded. I really wish the industry standard would change to this format of whatever section you're building, it gives you the runners. I wish that was just across the board for everybody. I don't care who the company is. I don't care what they're making. I don't care if it's small kits, large kits, massive kit. I don't care. It needs to be an industry standard to mark what runners you need for the section you're building, because this book's perfect. This is the perfect Gunpla book. It's got color, it's got water slide guides, it's got good cover art, it feels good. You want to check it out, you want to read it, you wish there was a story in it. But anyway, let's get to this build. So this thing has really cool color separation, and yes, it seems like it's like one color of like navy blue, but the gem emerald pieces, the fluorescent blue and the white and some of the black in this really give this a distinct color separated look that you really don't see on a lot of kits like this. How they managed to make this thing just look cool without any customization is crazy to me. Now this is called a stealth fighter, meaning it's supposed to be like get in and out of tactics, I believe, because it's only got 2 or 3 weapons, but 2 guns and this massive sword. So it's good for close quarters only, I believe. It might, if there's lore for this, it probably has like a invisible mode or something like that, which, you know, maybe there is some lore out there for this. I wish, you know, if you guys know about it, let me know in the comments. There's the really cool clear parts. There is it's just smooth. It's a smooth build, very, very Macross looking. And if you guys know about Macross is a show that started off in the 80s, pretty much came out after Gundam. It was following that Gundam-esque aesthetics, but also keeping with a more of a fighter jet theme. But Macross basically is some giants come to invade Earth because one of their ships crash landed on Earth a bunch of years ago, and Earth secretly was reverse engineering the technology, and they made fighter jets that transformed into mechs. And they didn't know it at the time. The Earthlings didn't know it at the time that the giants were giants because they came down in what they thought were mobile suits to fight them. But in reality, it was honestly just armor, like an Iron Man suit, essentially, because the giants were inside the suits. You know, they thought that these were just normal sized people piloting these things, and come to find out, it's giants, like actual real life giants that came to invade Earth, take their ship back, and conquer Earth. You know what I mean? And I highly recommend you guys watch Macross Frontier. This is very reminiscent of the fighter jets and the fighting mechs from Macross. Now, I guess my My issue with this J-20 is they didn't take it all the way. And what I mean by that is it's got this amazing articulation right here, which is great for an alloy frame. You usually don't get that in an alloy frame. You usually don't get that type of articulation that you see right here. I'm talking, I can bend these legs like crazy. Yeah, some parts popped off, but I was just pushing it to the limit of what it could do. And the legs bend up, as you can see right here, obviously. The legs bend all the way up, they bend down. You can squat with this thing. I mean, you can pose this thing, guys. Now, sometimes with alloy frames like this one, it gets a little loose in some areas. I don't know why it does that. I think it's just the conflicting with the plastic and the metal. But I mean, you can move these arms back, up, side to side. I mean, like, this thing poses great. And I didn't do all types of crazy poses. Y'all know me at this point. I don't do all the crazy poses. So, but if you guys want to get up on this and pose this up, man, go ahead. But I do know that the J-20 is a Chinese fighter jet, but that's what this is based off of. But it looks super Macross. Also, with the head, kind of looks a little bit of Pat Labor as well, if you guys know what Pat Labor is. But this is based on a stealth fighter from China, I believe, the J-20, which is pretty cool. So I like that they drew from that, but I do wish they would have finished the transformation. I wish this would have been, and I understand it probably would have been a lot more money, but I do kind of wish they would have let us transform this thing. It already looks like the J-20 in real life with the fin and everything. And the nose and all that. Like, they should have just, like, the company should have just went all the way and just let us just do a transformation for this thing. And it does an amazing job capturing the silhouette of the J-20, which is really cool. You know what I mean? Like, but I kind of just wish that we would have got a full transformation. But that's just me. This thing was extremely smooth, clean. There's barely any seam lines. There's stuff there. I was struggling with a little bit of parts, only with the arms and some parts in the legs with the nub removal, but that was just me. I was just going through it and I was trying to figure out how to get my glass filers in there to get it all down. But honestly, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. There's landing gear options. There is kind of a flight mode. I know I mentioned that there's not really a flight mode, but if you open up some of the gimmicks on it, like the back legs, you can open up the cockpit, you can move the arms, you can kind of put it into almost a flight mode, landing gear option. But I mean, it kind of looks kind of corny. That's just me. You guys might feel differently, you know, like I know you guys like to give me your opinions in the comments, which I appreciate and stuff, but that's just me, honestly. And I like this kit. You know, this kit's really good. Again, I just wish it was a transforming mech. You know, it's missing that. What's making this kit not be a 10 out of 10 today is there's no transformation. And I'm not really a transformation type of guy, but for something like this, I think the company in China representing their Chinese fighter stealth jet, I think they should have took it all the way here, man. But again, they definitely knocked this one out of the park. And when I say knock it out of the park, it's beginner friendly to intermediate. It is easy to build. Lots of undergating. There's some that isn't, obviously. Cool accessories. I love these pistols. These pistols are crazy. And I can't wait to use them with other master grades because these pistols look sick. It looks amazing. It's one of those kits where you guys can just open it up, turn off your brain for a couple hours, and just build this thing through, because that's what's gonna make or break this for you guys as a top tier kit. You know, for me, it was the articulation was all right. Like I said, it's pretty good with the legs, which you really can't find that a lot with a lot of kits. Like the leg posing is just meh, whatever. But this kit, it's got it, man. It's got it. So let's talk about the pros a little bit. Great surface detail, easy to build, super, super good stealthy design. If someone wanted to paint this thing all the way black with some gunmetal on these crystallized parts right here, these blue crystal clear pieces, man, the sky's the limit, guys. I mean, also, if you guys who build fighter jets, if you guys have some decals from your jets, I don't know if you guys have decals for that stuff, but if you guys have water slides or dry erase stickers, put that on this thing, because I would be anxious and curious to see what you guys who build actual fighter jets, how you guys would paint this thing, because I can just see like a shark face type of thing, some cool some nice chick in a bikini, you know, just like that very World War II, you know, aesthetics that pilots put on their planes back in the day, you know, like bomb and all that, you know, just cool stuff like that. If you guys like grab this kit, I would love to see some awesome customizations from this thing, because you could customize the heck out of this thing. It's big surface, not a lot of that's my fault right there. Not a lot of intricate, like super intricate like pieces to paint and stuff. Like this thing is pretty straightforward. So when you guys get a hold of this thing, if you guys decide to get it, absolutely get this thing, because it's dope, man. It's dope. So as far as the cons, I guess the water slides are a little finicky. I would do a top coat on this. Some of the seam lines, like I said, were a little like finicky for me. It had some issues with that for me. You guys might run into that too. But other than that, this is a solid 8 out of 10 kit. 8 out of 10 kit all day. I guess what you could really watch out for if you're really looking for stuff, the nub marks. When you guys are cleaning up the nub marks, be careful with that. You might get some white penetration on top. What else? I think that's it, honestly. There's some tight bits. The arms are a little tight, but sometimes the hands are a little loose. But other than that, look at this thing. The water slides do add to it. Don't get it messed up. But if you guys, this is one of the only kits I built, and I think I'd say I built about maybe 8 kits that I don't think need water slides. If you guys completely just wanted to like black this thing out, or silver this thing out, or chrome this thing out without water slides, it wouldn't hurt it. This thing is beautiful with and without all of the water decals. So I mean, I did a little bit of panel lining and all that stuff, but this kit's a looker, and it seems plain on the surface. It seems plain, but it's not. Once you assemble it, once you get it together, this thing is awesome. You will be proud of this kit, guys, and you'll be proud to show it off. It's fun. Again, it's easy. How much does it cost? I believe I paid $43 for this thing. So it's actually dirt cheap. It may be a little bit more pricey. I bought it last year, but this thing is absolutely 100% worth putting in your collection, and 100% worth you guys' time. So with that said, if you like the content, leave a comment, like, subscribe. This is Everyday Gunpla, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.